Hello, today's video is, well, I found a box and it's full of Majorette cars. So I just thought we'll do a Majorette a Majorette big video and just show you them all. We'll start off with two that I bought most recently. They came in the mail, and if you watch my previous haul video, you'll have seen these already. But yeah, we've got a Volvo 760 GLE and a Mini Cooper. So first up is this Lancia Monte Carlo Tour de Course livery with the sort of martini stripes, and it's got a sunroof. It doesn't shut. I think it used to, but it's sort of jammed open now. But oh well, it doesn't matter too much. So yeah, Lancia Monte Carlo. That's number 285, made in France. Obviously, being Majorette, they're mostly going to say made in France. And this was definitely made in France. The Citroen XM. Number 254. Yeah. Opening hood. Or bonnet even. Good thing about Citroens is they have very good suspension, so they can cope with being dropped slightly. Yeah, all these sort of older Majorettes, they've got really sort of soft suspension, which is great. Next up, we have a little VW Beetle, complete with sunroof. This is in red, so you've got it's the 1302 shaped Beetle, and Majorette number 203. Yeah, just a nice little car. And again, quite soft. Next, the ELF competition, ELF Ford Ford Cargo. Major again, it just says Ford, so it's not that helpful. Number 231 to 245. So I assume it had a trailer of some sort. But yeah, nice little truck. Next, we have quite a modern one. This is a Toyota Corolla Altis. This was made in Thailand, this one. I think this is actually a Thailand taxi. There was a set of 6 or so. I did have them all, but I think some of them have been sold off or traded. This might be the only one that I have left, so I can't quite remember, but I think they are the Thailand sort of taxi versions. Next, we're heading back to the 80s with a very wide Lamborghini Countach with these massive wheels. Look at the size of those. But yeah, Lamborghini on the base. Number 257. Yeah, it's either 257 or 237. I can't quite make that out. But yeah, Lamborghini Countach with this massive wing. Next, the Majorette Ford Thunderbird, number 217, in blue and yellow with opening hood. Oh, that's quite good. And then a yellow one. Again, opening hood. Very nice. Okay, we'll clear these off and then we'll look into the next lot. Okay, moving on. This next one, apparently I felt like it needed to be in an individual little baggie rather than just bubble wrapped. So this is the Ford Transit City Bus. You can see it's number 243. Side door does work, although it's quite loose, so it does just pop open whenever. That's it. And then around the back, other side. And really massive suspension travel on that one. Next up, we're returning to the 80s with a black Porsche 911 Turbo. With, again, really massive wheels. Number 209, in France, obviously. But yeah, Porsche 911 Turbo. The doors on this one open to reveal a white interior that's quite dusty. Next. Now this one is interesting, because this was originally mine. I then traded it to somebody who then traded it to somebody else, and then it came back to me. But in that time, it lost a headlight, it lost a tail light, and the rear right window smashed, which is a shame, because this was, apart from the paint, which was a little bit tatty, it was quite a nice looking Mercedes 190 Cosworth. It's the 2.3 16 valve, number 231. But yeah, it's good to have it back, obviously, being it was mine a long time ago, but it's disappointed at the condition of it. Next up, another Beetle. Same 1302, this time in blue, with the 3-spoke wheels. Next we have a Mercedes 450 SE. This one's number 249 in blue. I think it has been repainted. That's a decent paint job on it. 3-spoke wheels, tow hook, and opening doors. Yeah, nice little blue jewel there. Next up, I think it's Toyota 4Runner, or it's Toyota Runner, according to Majorette, number 276, in this Motor Racing Team livery. No opening parts on this one. I imagine this would have had a trailer with sort of motorbikes on it, but yeah. Another big softly sprung 4x4. Next up, the Peugeot 405 Mi16, number 218, and opening doors. Put that over there. Next up, we have a Caravan, complete with door. The door doesn't like to stay shut though. Yep, Caravan number 325. And yeah, just needs a clean, but overall pretty nice. Next up we have Pontiac Firebird. It's number 212 and opening bonnet. Okay, we'll clear these ones off and then start again. Okay, next up we have a Jeep Cherokee. No name on the base, but number 236. Quite, yeah, it's a 60s sort of Cherokee or Wagoneer sort of style. Got a drop down tailgate, and inside to reveal what looks like a cowboy hat. So there. Not actually sure what it's supposed to be. Anyway, interesting big monster trucky style 4x4. I've got another one here. Majorette ambulance number 269. Again, based on what looks like a sort of a Jeep Cherokee. This has got its doors still. Sometimes you'll see them and they're missing these. And you can just about see potentially there is a person in the back there. Next up, Renault 25. Number 222. And opening doors. Very nice one, this. There we are. Ooh, next up, we have the Majorette Pompier, number 207, which I don't speak French, but I assume that's French for fire truck. But yep, all works in pretty decent condition for the age of it. I would say this is about, what, 80s? Late 70s, early 80s. But yeah. Next up, this is a two-parter, I think. These both came with each other. There's the Range Rover Rescue Team number 246, so fire engine, and then this red trailer, which yeah, it's a little bit fiddly putting the trailer on these. There you go. Yeah, I think that came with it. Plop that over there. And then we have another trailer. This looks to be like a sort of a generator. Majorette made in France. Doesn't say what kind of trailer it is, but if you look in there, it's like an engine. So I'm going to say this is sort of like a generator for construction places. Next up, we have a military ambulance. This one's just called ambulance, which is a bit confusing because I think that was just called ambulance as well. But yeah, this is number 255. I'm not sure. I think this one might have been one that it made sound. But yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, just a nice looking little one. And then we have another one of the ambulance, but this time in military camo. But again, same truck. I think it's like looks a bit like a Ford. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's two of those, different liveries. And then we have another of the Cherokee, this time in Coca-Cola livery with a skiing polar bear. But yeah, basically the same, just the paint job's different. And then you can't have a Majorette collection without one of these, the Chevrolet Impala police car. Again, opening doors. Oh, that's now a little stiff, maybe. Be careful with that. But yeah, I think this colour is the sort of NYPD, isn't it? Not sure on that one, but yeah, I think it is. But again, we'll clear this and we'll get to the last few cars. Okay, so first up, the Foregone, number 279 or 234. It's got two numbers on it. Maybe this came with the trailer. Elephant Reserve. Yellow. Blue. That looks slightly purple on camera, but it's blue. And then red doors on the back. Next we have a trio of Jeep Cherokees. So first up we have green and tan with red surfboards. Then we have black and sort of gold with pink surfboards. And then black and gold again, but with orange surfboards. So, three little variations there. Then we have another Mercedes 190. This is the dual car to that silver one from earlier. Again, this one's been mine for years. I believe it used to be my brother's, actually. But yeah, this one's sort of more of a grey colour, and it was always with the silver one. So, good to have that. Next up, this is a more modern Peugeot. No, more modern Majorette, but it is the Peugeot 406. This would have been late 90s, early 2000s. It has got sort of steering wheels, but they don't really work very well. And the sunroof opens. So a lot more plasticky, quite a lot cheaper feeling than the previous ones, but still nice. Next up, we're going back to the 80s supercars with a Ferrari F40. Oop, wrong way around. It's number 280? Either 280 or 260. Kind of hard to make that out. I think that's 8. Yeah, there you go, 280. And opening back. Next up, we have a Mercedes-Benz service branded Mercedes-Benz. This one being the 300T, number 250, and opening back. Next up is a Majorette limousine, Cadillac limousine. It's number 339, and as you can see, the back doors open, the front ones don't, and it has a sunroof. But those doors are very loose, so don't go around too many high-speed corners in that. Okay, next up we have a truck in a very nice green. It looks a lot darker on camera. Again, lighting is a little bit of an issue here, but I have a sort of a little ring light thing coming next week, so hopefully future videos will have better lighting, but for now we'll persevere. But yeah, Majorette Kenworth, made in France, obviously. Next up we have a little Jeep Wrangler, red with a eagle on a golden eagle on the front. I believe there is a real Jeep called the Golden Eagle, like trim level or whatever. So number 268, Jeep there. Seems to be a lot of Jeeps. Next up we have two of these. Now these are part of a sub-brand to Majorette called Nova Car. So they're basically like the cheap budget line. So metal bases but plastic bodies. Now there are two Renault Espace. Yeah. Now there is a variation because the bases are different, if you can see there. And also this one has sort of chrome, whereas that one's flat silver. But yeah, interesting little thing to have. There is also like Mercedes, I think they did a Mercedes SL as well. I don't really know much about the Nova Car stuff, but I definitely know they did a Mercedes SL because I had one in silver. So next up, back to Majorette, like the proper brand, with the Chevrolet Corvette number 215268 in orange, opening doors, and again these massive wheels. So must be about at the same time this was being made that they made the F40 and the 911 in the Countach from earlier. This one's one of my favourites. It's number 203, the Fiat 127. It's in a sort of burnt orange colour. Opening doors, little dog hanging out the back. It's just really nice. And bouncy. Next up, This is another one that I really like for no obvious reason. It is number 208, the Chrysler 180. Now, as you can see, it's fairly ratty. It's got barely any paint on the doors anymore. And if you turn it around this side, you can see the sort of sill is actually cracked from the front wing, and up here, the A-pillar has come away from the roof, which is surprising. But all the more surprising is the doors still are on it and still work, even though it's got quite a massive gap there. But I don't know, it just has sort of old, sort of rusticy charm to it, and the suspension's still pretty good on it. But yeah, for some unknown reason, kind of love it. Okay, next up we have another Jeep Cherokee, in the sheriff livery. Boot opens. Is that the same casting as the other one? Where are they? Number 224. Yeah, it's the same one. So okay, so that's now a fourth variation of this casting we have. Interesting. Next up, another 4x4. We have a Land Rover Defender, just in plain white with a light bar. And then opening door. Next up, Majorette Ford Model A van, the dairy milk. Now, Matchbox does one that's incredibly similar. So, is this a borrowed casting, or is this maybe some? They kind of knocked it off a little, but who knows? Okay, we're down to our last 6 vehicles, so we'll go through them quick. We have another Impala, military police. Opening doors. Ooh, a bit stiff on that one. We have a Majorette police car. I think it's Plymouth Fury. But yeah, just says Majorette 170 on the base. There we are. We then have a rescue team trailer, which actually, if you remember the Range Rover from earlier, I think this might be the actual trailer for it, because yeah, that's right. The other one's just a spare trailer then. That's pretty good. Next up, we have another little favourite of mine, just because it's a car I really want to own at some point. A BMW 733. Again, pretty ratty, but considering the age, I think it's held up pretty well. And then finally, looking at them, these are actually two customs. Well, one's kind of a custom, but one's just a wheel swap. Is this Fiat Ritmo? I bought this sort of auto jumble car boot sale type thing, and I didn't notice until I bought it that one of the wheels was missing. It had 3 out of the 4, so took it apart. Changed these wheels. I think they're from a modern Majorette BMW 5 Series. And yeah, chuck them on. And in my opinion, it looks quite nice. It looks quite good with these wheels on it. Yeah. And then finally is a kind of real custom, because it's actually been painted. This Renault 4 van. Renault 4L. It was basically bare metal by the point I got it. So I just thought, right, I'll spray it. I had some silver paint left over, so I thought, right, I'll spray it silver. Do the French yellow headlights thing, and then I gave it some Hot Wheels, just because it was the only ones I had lying around. But I don't think it turned out too badly. So yeah, that's what was in that box of Majorettes. I probably have more Majorettes elsewhere, but we haven't found them yet. But if we do, we might do another video with a complete Majorette collection overview. But until then, bye bye for now.